We're talking He-Man, and we're going to talk about this particular figure. This is Oo-Larr, who is the Jungle He-Man, and
I got Grogu.
You got Grogu, yes. The Jungle He-Man is from the mini comic, and he is Lord of the Jungle Tribe. He is basically, when I was a kid, Audrey, he came, the very first He-Man figure came with a little mini comic that kind of looked like this one in a sort. This is the one that comes with Oo-Larr. Kind of a little bitty comic, and it kind of told you the story of He-Man at that time. And at that time, He-Man wasn't Prince Adam that turned into He-Man. At that time, He-Man came from the jungle, and he met the sorceress, which later people called the goddess. It was a whole thing. But anyway, the sorceress.
Hercules.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like what?
And she gave him his armor and some weapons. And at that time, his armor, like this right here, his chest armor, right, this right here, that gave him his power. And it wasn't his sword or anything. And so that's what this figure is based on right here. Oo-Larr is based on the fact that was the original He-Man, the Jungle He-Man that met the sorceress and saved her from an evil beast, and she thought that he was the one that could help everybody in Eternia. So this figure right here came with some cool items. Obviously his spear.
Did you do that?
No, that's age over time, really. But it also came, this He-Man figure, this He-Man Masters of the Universe Classics figure, the original He-Man came with this head. And
I can't tell the difference from this head.
This Oo-Larr figure, this one that Audrey's showing you here, came with this new, this different head that you could put on your Classics He-Man that looks more like the, don't twist it all around there. It looks more like I guess the vintage He-Man. So I'll show you here. Looks more like this. So he came with that. There he is. That's a good view. Audrey, look at this. When you put him there, it refocuses. Look at that. All right, so and he also came with this sword, which was Teela's, that she would use in the comics and stuff. So it's fun. We might put that on Teela later.
Look.
And yeah, He-Man's got some age on him, although he's basically just been sitting on a shelf. His paint's kind of wore off a little bit.
But that there could be a scratch mark.
Or yeah, that could be from when he was in a battle with the Shadow Beasts or Skeletor or something. He-Man's going to take some licks here and there. So that happens.
Get you.
Oh, spoiler alert! That might be in a future video there. So, so do you like this figure, Audrey? Do you like this Jungle He-Man? This Oo-Larr?
You can't even see his eyes over there.
You can, and really. But do you like him? Mm-hmm. What do you like about him? Anything in particular? His spear? That is a cool spear, isn't it? What do you not like about him? Anything you don't like about him? You can talk. You have a microphone.
This.
Like his ab crunch, where you can kind of see that. Well, that's so that like he can have more articulation. So that's there so that like if you wanted to bend him a certain way, you could. So there is that. So yeah, I understand that. You probably rather that be solid like the older figures were. So I understand that. But yeah, all of them have that ab crunch. That's so if you want to get them in like a bendy position, you can.
This looks like candy.
So, okay, but that's Oo-Larr, and he's fun, and I like him, and very excited to have him. And what's really cool about him, and I might try to attach that video of opening him up, but my mom, Audrey's Grammy, bought this figure for me. All right, and that's all for today. And remember, you have the
power.
He-Man with the original head on. This is his classics head. And here is his head that came with Oo-Larr. Here's Oo-Larr. And here is the original vintage He-Man besides He-Man classics with the vintage head. So here's all three of them standing together, enjoying Eternia.